Hey guys, it's Liv here, bringing you guys our Week 3 PMU game. We're taking on John Jr., coach of the Oklahoma City I think it's Oklahoma Toxtricities. I forget how to say his team name. I gotta pull it up. But regardless, though, we're taking on John Jr. today in the PMU. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you do, leave a like down below. And with that said, let's get right into it. So my opponent's draft is Kieran Black, Skarmory, Rabombi, Tentacruel, Raichu, Luminion, Hoopa Unbound, Landorus I with Sandforce, Torkoal, Tangela, and Megalopony. So I'm not really huge on this draft, to be honest. It's not bad. Like he has Lando I, Megalop, Hoopa Unbound, and Kieran Black to all dent teams pretty well. Even with Sandforce, Lando I will still do a lot of damage. Torkoal's a good option with Tentacruel. I think they're both fine together, especially with Tangela. Pretty solid defensive backbone, especially when you throw that in with Skarmory. But I'm just not huge on it. I think like Raichu's mediocre. I get the some meme picks from not including that in this. Rabombi, even just as a website, was kind of mid, especially for the tier. Rabombi would have been fine for tier 4. I'm just not huge on his tier 3. As a whole, though, the team's not bad. I just think it's kind of very, very predictable in a sense. So I feel fine in this matchup personally. Looking at John's team, a couple notes. I think that Talonflame is a phenomenal matchup here. So I'm really glad that we've registered for that. By the way, we ended up dropping Rotom Heat, Scrafty, and Clefty for Zorg, Talonflame, and Buzzwole. I felt like it'd be a lot less predictable, or at least a lot less predictable in what mons I can bring. Because truthfully, all these mons I would argue, besides maybe Mischievous, Mischievous are unviable, or are viable, I should say. So this helps a lot, which is prepping for matchups, in my opinion. Scrafty was a bit hard to shoehorn in on some teams. Clefty is definitely hard to shoehorn in on some teams, even though I like it a lot. So I just like this team a lot more personally. Let me know what you guys think of the transactions down below, though. With that said, let's get into the matchup. So the Z moves on this team are Kieran Black, of course. That helps a lot with just knowing what Kieran Black will and won't do. Though I think that Kieran Black realistically can't run Z against my team anyway, and if it does, I should be really fine with that, to be honest. First up on the team, we have Sharp Beak Talonflame with a Naive Nature. We have 244 speed. This should be creeping any sort of Rabombi guaranteed. So Megalop would need to be tying with Max Talonflame or just creeping Max Talonflame to actually outpace this, which is really good to note for our match in general. We have 252 attack. Oh no, wrong team. We have 148 attack. This should be able to help with guaranteed KOing even like a fat Megalop, which I thought could maybe come with like a Jolly Nature if he really wants to go for the bulk. However, I think it's more likely to be Adamant just because it breaks my team a lot easier. We also have on this team, we have 44 HP and 12 defense. This was just left over from the leftover bulk from the 60 special attack we needed. This way we get 2 KO Skarmory with Flamethrower. With Brave Bird as well, we just dent the team a whole lot in general. Taunt is really good to stop Skarmory from setting up hazards, going for roosts, etc. It's great from stopping Torkoal from setting rocks, which I thought was really good. It's great for stopping Rabombi from setting webs. It's great for Tentacruel to not let it set up T-Spikes or Toxic. However, I think that one's the least likely one I would ever let happen. But just a lot of stuff like that. Hell, even summon Kieran Black if I just need to bring in something else and sack this could be very helpful. Basically, the plan with Talonflame is just with the Sharp Beak, we're going to dent stuff with Brave Bird. Flamethrower is just really good at helping whittle down the maw. We can even 1v1 Torkoal with this if it doesn't have a rock move, which personally I'm thinking it's going to go with rocks, Toxic, Flamethrower, and then either A, it's going to go with Solar Beam for Suicune, or B, a rock move for the Mawile, for the Talonflame. And personally, I'm leaning more towards going for Solar Beam, since it can't go for Toxic on Suicune if I have a sub up, so I think that is especially why it'll go Solar Beam. With the Sun, it should be able to guarantee get that off, and Lava Plume will do a lot more to Talonflame anyway than well, not than a rock move would, but it's just a lot more splashable, and it should still pressure Talonflame at least a little bit. Though I won't 1v1 it necessarily. It's at least doing like in the 30s, especially with the sun up, so I thought that was important. Flamethrower as well, we're also able to hit Torkoal better. We should do around 30-something% roughly to a Fizz set, which I think it's going to truthfully just be max if it comes. This is very important, of course, to keep in mind, because of the fact that with Torkoal on the field, we can potentially roost stall Torkoal with Talonflame, because Torkoal doesn't get recovery outside of rest, and I guess leftovers too, which boots aren't a thing this gen, so it may very well go for lefties. Whereas we have Flamethrower, and we do a fair bit to it. So we do definitely 1v1 Torkoal without a rock move, which I thought was, again, very important. With that said, though, next mod of the team we have is Buzzwole. Buzzwole's weakness policy this week with an Adamant Nature, with Roost, Strength Punch, Taunt, and Bulk Up. With 44 speed, this is just in case if anything was creeping me. I thought it was very important, of course. This also creeps somewhat aggressive Hoopa, like a somewhat aggressive slow Hoopa Unbound, which I thought, again, was very important. Because a fat Hoopa Unbound is personally what I'm expecting this game with like an Assault Vest. We have 244 Fizz Def plus 156 HP. This helps us out that we can set up on a Brave Bird Skarmory. That way then we can go for a Taunt on the first turn when it's probably going to go for like a Spikes or something, maybe predicting we switch. Then we go for a bulk up and outpace it, of course, because we're Buzzwole. And then Skarmory, of course, is going to go for Brave Bird. It'll do around 60% max. And then from there, we go for another bulk up, and then it should do around under 40%. Then we go for Roost and stall it out until we feel like going for Drain Punch. We can obviously go for taunts, etc., etc., and we do a fair bit to it. With our 36 attack Adamant, we should be able to pressure as well stuff like, for example, the Skarmory, the Hoop and Bound to an extent, Mega Lop, stuff like that. We should pressure it, same as Kieran Black even. However, it's really just going to spam Drain Punch and just try and catch switches that might be aggressive from John, and then try and break the Skarmory a lot for our win cons, because we have a couple possible win cons, both of which need Skarmory gone. So yeah, this is really just a nice lure for Skarmory, to be completely honest. So Talonflame, I think it will be a lot more reliable of an answer. Next up on the team, we have his Latios, the Dragonium Z, with Adamant Nature. As I mentioned, this is one of the potential win cons. We just need Skarmory gone, and this one kind of tears. With +1 Dragon Hits, my opponent doesn't really have good switch-ins outside of Skarmory. So dual stabs kind of just tear my opponent. Even with Torkoal being another potential annoyance, if it doesn't have Toxic, we just set up on it really freely and go for Roost Stall. If it burns as well with Lava Plume, that's great. That's actually better than Toxic, so we're perfectly fine with that. Because even all we really need is like +2 to really dent things, so we can just set up on Torkoal pretty easily, even if we get burned. With Dragonium, we should be able to nuke Kieran Black and Hoop Unbound. So whether it is a special, well, a Spit F set with like AV, which again is what I'm thinking for Specs Lottie, because it is also really good here, or if it's just a fat Kieran Black, we can kill it with Z either way. So I do like it a lot. And yeah, this mon kind of tears. Next up, we have Mega Mawile is another really good mon here. I don't think it'll be a win con, but it's a good mon here nonetheless. With SD Sucker, Playoff, and Rock Slide, we have 196 attack, Adamant. This should at +2 guarantee kill Fizdef Torkoal. I thought it was very important, of course. 252 HP plus 60 speed F. This will just help us take on hits from like Kieran Black a bit better. Same as Hoop Unbound as well. With Sucker Punch, we should be able to pick off stuff such as Kieran Black, the Lano Eye, etc. if we're planning on sacking, which I thought was important. Playoff kind of dents the whole team. The Fairy is just our Torkoal and Skarmory. And Tentacruel, we Sucker Punch the Tentacruel, and then we go for Rock Slide on everything else. So we can also Rock Slide Tentacruel, to be fair. Regardless, so this mon kind of just is here to break. It's really all it does this game. Not a huge important mon. Next up, we have his Whimsicott, Perona with U-Turn. We have Choice Scarf, and we also have Moonblast, Switcheroo, and Defog. The plan is basically to trick a Scarf on a Skarmory. We have Moonblast as well in this to help with like Scarf Kieran Black, for example. We're creeping, besides that, without a Scarf, we'd outpace in case if let's say Mega Lop tries to go for creeping like creeping regular Latios. I thought it was pretty important. Same for Bombi as well. Not really anything else we really needed on this, to be completely honest. It's just sort of here to defog for Talonflame, and then go for U-Turn on shit, and then go for Switcheroo on Kieran Black. Moonblast is just good here. Final mon team we have as our other win con this game, Porygon 2, the Violate. Now, personally, I see this mon tearing through John's team. With Trick Recover, Curse, and Return, basically the plan is with our Fizdef, we should be able to actually, if we get a Trick up on a hardened Lop, let's say, or even just before Lop gets in, high jump kick when we get the +1 off is going to do around 59.4 max. I believe it's at 59.4, 59.7, but regardless, though, it's not much. From there, then we just start cursing and recovering. Once we get the +2, Mega Lop can't beat us with that Power Up Punch or Work Up, which is pretty important because high jump kick is going to be a very risky move as well as a whole. Return at +1 should be able to kill Mega Lop. Really important there, of course, because Mega Lop is kind of annoying. Of course, as well, with Return, we should be able to dent stuff like Kieran Black, Tentacruel, etc. So I do like this mon a lot. With Analytic as well, when Trick Room isn't up, we should be able to boost our return only that much more. Thought that was important because it's not like we're going to really care about download, though it is kind of cool. And then Trace wasn't really benefiting us with anything in this draft, personally. So yeah, that's our team this week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the builder. With that said, let's get right into the match. Peace out, guys. Hey guys, Liv here, of course. We're here today with our battle against John Jr., the coach of the Oklahoma City Toxtricity, I believe. I genuinely forget his team name, I'm gonna be honest. I just know it's Toxtricity, and it's like OKT as the initials. You'll see it in the team builder. Of course, John's team is Skarmory, Hoop Unbound. He has Kieran Black, Terravolt, Lopunny, Mega, Lopunite with Scrappy, Landorus, Sand Force, and Tentacruel. Okay, so he didn't bring the Torkoal. I actually was really kind of scared of the Torkoal because I didn't really break it with the strap. This is great though because that means I just kill the Scarf and I kind of auto win with stuff like Lottie, for example. So with this team, I think I'm going to lead off just hard with Buzzwole, to be honest. I don't really see a bad Buzzle lead, and if something like the Hoopa Unbound does for some reason lead off, I'm content with just that being the lead, if I'm being honest, more so than anything else. But my guess is, though, is that the Lando will probably lead, and it's probably going to U-turn out, because I'm assuming it's probably physical Lando. Good luck and fun, of course, to my opponent. And yeah, let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. So, looking at this, of course, we're going to lead off with our Buzzwole. So, big Buzz. And my opponent is going to lead off with Sack Piece. This is the Landers. Yep, okay, so that was to be pretty expected. Now, of course, since this is Sandforce, we do potentially live a hit from this. As long as it's not clicking Psychic here. And even if it is Psychic here, that's fine. It's at least good information to have. Of course, that is special. My guess is, though, this is probably going to go for Drain Punch here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Well, no, this is going to go for Rocks. What am I saying? So seeing that this is the lead, though, I'm going to go hard into P2 here. I think that's my best play. P2 should be able to take any hit. There's no chance in hell it's in clicks Focus Blast. I'm willing to bet it clicks U-turn, but I do want to be safe, of course, and I don't want Talonflame to get any chip anyway, so I'm not going to aggressively bring it in. He just goes for Hidden Power, so it's probably Hidden Power Flying then. Seeing as that was a neutral hit, that's what I'm going to assume it was. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click Trick Room. I don't really want to reveal my set at all by any chance. My guess, though, is that Skarmory is going to come in here. And because Torkoal did not come, Trick Room was actually super free for Maw. So I'm pretty content. He goes for a knockoff. That's perfectly fine, actually. I could care less. If he really wants to play this 1v1 game, I'm perfectly fine just spamming Curse. Because I don't really think he 1v1s me. So we saw Hidden Power Flying and knockoff. Hidden Power knock off. We know he's also not a Life Orb, which is great information. So is he physical? He's Stealth Rocks as well. Okay. So this is fine. This is really fine. Because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click Return. So Return should go off here. Should hit pretty well. Porygon 2, of course. Yeah, that hit. Oh, that's a crit. I mean, truthfully, I'm still willing to bet that 2 it KO'd. Let's see. So I'm gonna just hit +6 speed. Yeah, that should have 2 it KO'd anyway, to be honest. So I'm just gonna click Return here and just kill this Lando off. We have Defog and Whimsicott anyway to get rid of the rocks. So this is his rocker. I'm perfectly fine with that. If he's gonna go Hoopa Unbound here, again, perfectly fine with that. I could care less. Not Hoopa Unbound. Skarmory here, perfectly fine. I could care less. This mod is sort of just here just to be annoying. We've already gotten a decent amount of chip in the Lando, which is truthfully, in my opinion, one of his best ways around the Mawile. He's definitely going hard Skarm here. Adibeo, that is, yep, the Skarmory. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We get Scout for Helmet at least, which is great. Also, this doesn't have Whirlwind, we should be able to 1v1 it. Rocky Helmet, okay, good to know. That's fine. I'm gonna go for a Recover here. If my opponent goes for Whirlwind, so be it. There's 0 chance it beats me otherwise besides Toxic. But we have already gotten some good information on this. Okay. Whirlwind. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. Rocky Helmet. Alright. So this is fine. I could care less. Okay. Rocks dug in and stones return to normal. Okay, so I'm willing to bet though that the Hoopa Unbound comes in right now. Because of the fact that obviously I most likely would be a more special variant against John, just in general. So I'm going to click DD here. I don't want an AV Hoopa Unbound coming in here, because that would be terrifying. He goes into Lando here. Okay, that's actually perfectly fine, because we know this isn't Scarf Lando. So I can just... He's probably predicting a T-Bolt there, to be honest. So I actually do get a really free Dragon Claw. Because even if he does go hard into Latios, that's perfectly fine. He has no real safe play, though. He has to sack something to this. Or go hard Skarm. But if he goes hard Skarm, again, I'm not that worried. So, this is going to die here. Latios, 1-0. Landorus, 0-1. Okay, beautiful. So, as not only that, but we should be able to guarantee our pace his entire team at this point. That Lando is actually the only thing on his draft at the moment, unless he's Scarf Tentacruel, that has any chance. And even then, he needs to be, like, pretty near max speed Tentacruel with Timid. So, really not that worried, to be completely honest.
Seeing that Lander is gone is pretty nice for Buzzwole, because this means his only real way of breaking this is Hoopa Unbound or maybe Skarmory, but Skarmory is what we meant to set up with on Buzzwole, so I'm really not that worried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably... Skarmory is probably coming in here. I'm willing to bet. So what I'll probably do is I'm probably going to go... He goes to Juice World. Oh! So he's going to feed me Hoopa Unbound here. Okay. That's fine. If he really wants to feed me Hoopa here, so be it. But John's 100... Unless he's Fizz Def Hoopa Unbound, this mon is gone. Which is honestly huge, because that's a huge breaker for John. So just seeing Lottie get another kill here, honestly, I'll take that. He would literally need to be Fizz Def to take this hit, by the way. Max HP, 4 attack, guaranteed us kill. 4 defense, I should say. Hoopa Unbound. I think we do like 140% anyway. Yeah, okay, so that's a kill. Beautiful. Hoopa Unbound, 0-1. Okay, so we've already killed 2 Pokemon. That's actually really good for us. Positioning-wise, that's huge. His only real breakers now, Kieran Black and the Lop. And I'm not really scared of either, to be honest. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for Zen Headbutt. I know for a fact that this thing has Whirlwind, and I'm going to just try and flinch it, if I'm being honest. That's my play here. I'm just going to try and flinch it. If he Whirlwinds me, so be it. I have a few mons that'll definitely not mind coming in here at all, such as Talonflame, for example. Even with Rocks, if I don't mind Talon coming in. Same as Buzzwole as well. I'd love for Buzzwole to come in. Beautiful. Speaking of the devil. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a taunt here. Because John is weak enough to where I should be able to actually pick him off. So if he does even try and predict and go for Brave Bird, I'm perfectly fine with this. Can't use Roost. Okay, beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go for a Bulk Up here. And this Bulk Up should be really good against John at this point. Unless he's Zeke here on Black, we honestly probably... Well, he would need to be like Draco here on Black or Zeke. He's going to get torn by this. Okay, so he's going into Kieran Black here. That's definitely Kieran Black. Oh, it's Tentacruel. Okay, that's kind of funny. I like the Tentacruel name. But this is fine, though. This is actually really fine. Tentacruel. So unless this is Toxic, we should be able to actually potentially set up on this Pokemon. Tentacruel doesn't really have a great way to break us down. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click Toxic, just in the off chance that maybe he doesn't this turn. Actually, I'm going to do it just in case of a Toxic miss, truthfully. I think it's my play. I think it's 100% my play. Because I do chew any hit from this offensively. Even Sludge Bomb, it does 39.1 max from a defensive-ish set. And I could bulk it pretty easily on this to +6, to be completely honest. So I really don't mind. So +6, yeah, +6 should do around 78 to 91 versus just standard, I guess. Okay, so he's going for Scald here. Perfectly fine, I can care less. Okay. So we're gonna get the taunt off at least, which is pretty good. We know that he's doing 77%. 77 damage, I should say. Okay. So think, what do I want to do here? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click Roost. No. Because this could still be really good. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to click... I'm going to click Roost, I think. And I'm going to sack this. I'm going to get this a bit higher, I should say. I want to try and Roost a bit. I'm going to keep this in. Okay, so he kills. That's fine. I really don't mind that. I would say this was kind of becoming a detriment, but I didn't really want to switch in anything. Buzzwole, 0-1. Tentacruel, 1-0. Okay, that's fine. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into... Well, I'm going to go into fucking Whimsicott, to be honest, and I'm going to sack. I'm going to sack this as well by going for Defog here. If John really does double here, so be it, but I just want to click Defog. I don't think he's going to bet that I'm Scarfed, so I think he's just going to go for Sludge Wave here. Or if not, double into Scarm. But I just want Hazards gone, because that makes Talon's job so much easier. I could probably just go Hard Talon. He's withdrawing here, perfectly fine. He's probably just going to, yep, into Skarmory. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so now that Rocks are gone, unless if he's Rocks and Skarmory as well, we know he's Whirlwind Roost. Okay, so I'm going to go hard into Talonflame here, because my Talonflame is meant to handle this very easily. Very, very easily. So I'm going to go into Talonflame here. If he goes for Roost, really could care less. Okay, so he does get the Roost off. That's fine. Our Flamethrower should 2 KO even if he's Spidef, let alone Fizdef. So I'm just gonna go for the flamethrower here. I lose nothing doing it. So yeah, we'll click flamethrower. Even if he goes hard into Tentacruel, which he probably is, that's fine. We could potentially get a burn on this. Okay, so yep, he's going into this. That's perfectly fine. Any sort of chip, of course, will as well tell us his item, which is great. Okay, so that's fine. We get the burn. That's great. And he is left, or Black Sludge, I should say. Yep, okay. That is great. That is very, very great. So what I'm going to do here, Scald does way too much. I don't really want to risk it. So I'm going to go into Latios, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go into Latios, I think. Wait, do I want to do that? I think I'm going to go hard Lottie. Yeah, I'm going to go hard Lottie. Because I just click Raw. I just click Roost, to be honest, on this. There's nothing really that Lottie would want to go for. That Tentacruel would want to go for, unless it has Ice Beam. But Ice Beam even then does like a 3 KO against my set. So I really don't mind that. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to click Roost here. Okay. We're going to get our HP back really nicely at this point. Unless a John goes like really hard Lop right now. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how John is gonna beat this in the endgame, to be honest. Outside of maybe like Lop takeout spam. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go. So the Whirlwind is very obvious here. I'm going to. Honestly, I'm still gonna click. I'm gonna click Zen Headbutt here. Because should John maybe try and make an aggressive double, which I don't think he will, but the play was more so just in case he went like aggressive into Tentacruel. I also want the Sturdy broken, to be honest, and I felt like this also can flinch us. He's going for spikes. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Again, I have priority defog. I'm gonna go hard into Whimsicott here. Just get ready for the defog. I don't think it's obvious that I'm Scarf yet, but even if it is, and I trick a Scarf into Tentacruel, I really don't mind that. But I'm going into Whimsicott now. I'm assuming that he will assume it's for defog. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I do not want spikes up. So I'm gonna switch a Scarf into this. And if we do that, I think we just win. I'm not sure if John will try and predict that, but if he does, so be it. But yeah, no, I kind of just want a Scarf lost into this. If he goes hard Tentacruel, I'm gonna sack and go for Sludge Wave. I go for defog, and then go into something else. At least he will also lose recovery option, so that's great. We can figure out what he's gonna go for, and then we could probably just abuse the Maw at that point as well, to be honest. Because even if Scarm does come in, we get a really free Rock Slide on it, which should do a fuck ton of damage at +2. So he's going to stay in. Beautiful. So we're now going to limit what this wants to click. That is huge for us, actually. So that's now a Scarfed Skarmory. And we have a Rocky Helmet, so that's going to be great for his Brave Bird too, to be honest. So we'll definitely take that. Yep. I'll take that, because I really don't mind the spikes, because Talonflame is so good at this endgame. Skarmory, 1-0. And then we have Whimsicott, 0-1. So now what I do is I go hard into Mawile here. Seeing that he is locked into Brave Bird at this point. Sorry, just untangling cords. So seeing that he is locked into Brave Bird at this point, I'm gonna just go for Mega. And I'm just gonna go for... I'm just gonna go for Rock Slide. Because he has no switch into Rock Slide, actually. So I'm gonna go for the Mega Evolve and go for Rock Slide here. It's super free. I know I can handle Skarm with it. I know I can handle Kyurem with it. I'm assuming that Lop gets mauled by it anyway. And Tentacruel should take a fair bit as well. So... yeah, he's withdrawing here perfectly fine. He's going to Tentacruel here. This should do a fair bit. So the Rock Slide should be doing around 40 to 50%. Well, 48 to 50%, depending on how invested he is. So let's see how much he does. We did a fair bit, so I'm just gonna click Sucker Punch here. I don't really have any reason to not click Sucker Punch. It avoids a Scald Burn, of course. So I think that's 100% my play here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Then when Kyurem comes in, I think that my play is always to Sucker Punch until I die, because I know that Lottie can handle it. So even if it is a subset, I think it's my play. Maw gets the kill though, which is great. Mobile Mega 1-0. Okay, so Kyurem does come in. Actually, what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna scout once for a sub and go for playoff. Hold on. Actually, real quick. Kyurem Black. Because my endgame still, I think, is Talonflame, truthfully. Let's see. So, Ultra Sun and Moon Calcs. Because I want to pull up a Z set real quick. We have so much time. So I'm so not used to that. Z move Kyurem Black. Here we go. So, Z Earth Power would kill our Mega Maw. I don't know if I'm fine with making that trade. I mean, Sucker Punch will do at least a fair bit. Huge power. Okay, so yeah, it should do around like... Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go for the... I think I'm gonna go for the Sucker Punch. I'm assuming he's gonna click Dragonium here. I don't see it because regular Z wouldn't kill, or like a non-Z hit wouldn't kill. Yeah, okay. He goes for... Okay, so Life Orb Birth Power also might not kill, actually. Okay, so that's good to know. He is Life Orb. I think he's modest. I mean, regardless, it really doesn't matter. I just click Sucker Punch again. And I lose nothing doing it. Okay. Fusion Bolt, that's perfectly fine. So Maw dies here. Kyurem Black 1-0. Okay. So this is honestly really fine. What I do now is I just go into Lottie. I claim my Dragon Pulse kill, my Dragon Claw kill. My opponent can go Skarm, I guess. But unless they're clicking Whirlwind that turn, I 1v1 the Skarm. So John, I think kind of... His best play, I think, would arguably be to sack this. If he goes Skarm, I think it's a win for me. Because I think I just... Okay, so he's going to switch. That's fine. So he does go into Skarm here. Okay. So basically what I do now is I Dragon Dance and Roost. When I get the +1 off, I win the game. If he Whirlwinds here, so be it. I could care less. Because I still have Talonflame to bank on. So I'm going to go for DD here. Just to start roosting before him. Okay, so he did go for Whirlwind this turn. That's perfectly acceptable. Makes sense, to be honest. Lottie is still really good at the end game. I do still think this is my play. Oh, so he's just slower than me with the Scarf. Okay, so yeah, he lost the game, I think. Did he not? Skarmory. Yeah, I think he just loses doing that. Does he not? Because, I mean, yeah, I just go for the +6. I 100% just go for the +6. Because he's locked into Roost here. So he's withdrawing. Okay, that's fine. He goes to Tori. That's his Mega Lop. Oh, I typed in Tori to the calc. I'm so dumb. Lopunny Mega. So even if he goes for Fake Out, he's only doing around 26 to 32. That's perfectly fine. If he ever does double into, like, Skarm, for example, I'm fine with that. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to click... Let's see. So +2 Dragon Claw. I'm going to click Zen. I'm not even going to risk. I just want the kill, to be honest. We're only +1, I think, anyway. He's going to switch again. That's perfectly fine. He's going to Skarm. Skarmory. Okay. So this is fine. We get a fair bit off, actually, with that. I'm going to go for another Zen. He's probably going to Whirlwind here, which is perfectly fine. I really don't mind that. He dodges. Son of a bitch. Okay. Not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Because realistically, no matter if Talon or P2 come in... Okay, so P2 comes in. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because P2 is super useless at this point. What I'm going to do just in case is I'm just going to click Recover here. If he goes for Whirlwind, so be it. I'm just going to let him bring in something. Okay, so that's fine. He's going to go into Tori. Really could care less. Because Skarm... because Talon does still get a really free hit off versus him. And he would need to be Jolly Mega Lop to actually win this game. Otherwise, I win with Talon. So, yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just click Return just for Chip. If John actually does just go for an attack here and just kill me with straight high jump kick, or just... Actually, no. John will definitely attack here. What am I saying? So when John does kill here, because he definitely kills since I don't have a Violate, so be it. I can care less. We can scout for his fighting move at least, which is great. Lopunny Mega. But yeah, I mean, he should 100% destroy us here, though. Especially without a Violate. It should be a guaranteed kill, unless he's not... He would need to be not attack invested, basically, to actually live. Okay. Fusion Bolt. Earth Power. I'm making notes on Kyurem Black. Okay, so this is fine. Because the fact that as well he has to burn his potential turn on my P2, which is great. He's going for a turn here, so that doesn't even kill. We get a return off of our own, and because of our analytic boost, this should do a fair bit. Yes, that's great. So even if he was somehow like bulk boosted, he's losing his Talonflame now. If he's mono return, so be it. I don't really think it's worth it for me to set up anyway, if I'm being honest. I technically could. I don't think it's worth it to go for that though, because I'd rather just get the chip. I think the chip is so much more worth it, and I think Talonflame endgame is so free that I don't even want to risk. But he might be just like a normal set, like a normal option only set, which if he is, then so be it. But I'm assuming he has a fighting move, and he's probably just anxious to click it or something. But I have no reason to preserve this Pokemon. Talonflame kind of just beats John at this point. He has no chance to live a Flamethrower with Kieran Black. His Scarf is obviously going to get 1v1'd, and the Talonflame is going to get destroyed. He's going for Hidden Power here. Perfectly fine. Now, all I do is just click Return again. Return can potentially kill anyway. Okay, so how much did Return do before? It peaks at 84, so he would actually, if he's not adamant, he would need a max roll to kill here. He's withdrawing here, so be it. He's going to Scarm. Okay, I'm fine with this. Because I just go for a cover on this. So, yeah. Because if he clicks Brave Bird here, I 1v1 him. If he's going for anything else, then I'm fine with that. Because he has no other play. Whether Roost, etc., he literally has zero other play. In fact, if he clicks Brave Bird or Roost here, I'm going to click Curse next turn. And I'm going to go for my P2 endgame, because I think that's really free at this point. He's going for Brave Bird. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to just go for my P2 endgame, I guess. I guess that's the play. Because there's zero chance this does any real damage. Yeah, I did 50 damage. Great. Okay. Good to know. Skarmory. So this is Impish. Brave Bird. Okay. Yeah, this shouldn't be doing much damage at all. I'm going to just go for a Curse here. We'll be +1. Okay. That's fine. He'll kill himself off. I'm going to just go for a cover spam now. This should help in case if he maybe did have a fighting move on Lop and just for some reason wasn't clicking it. But I think I just win with P2 at this point. I really can't see a way that I don't. Maybe if that Kieran Black is Draco. Kieran Black. But even then, I still should win with Talon, should I not? We'll go for a cover this turn. Draco Meteor. Life Orb. Yeah, that should actually only... That still does, like, no damage. It does 121 max. Oh, I clicked Return here. Fuck. I choked. Okay, well. I meant to click Recover. God damn it. Oh, well. It's really not a huge deal. So let's see. Versus whatchamacallit. I might even still live, to be honest. Yeah, I still lived. What the fuck? Okay, well. Let's see. Porygon 2. I think it's a passive kill for P2. Skarmory regardless does die here though. Lock cannot kill us without a fighting move. Kieran Black would need Draco to kill us. Dragon Pulse. Yeah, Dragon Pulse peaks at 79 damage. And any sort of physical move he clicks is gonna get fucked. So I think I just click Recover. I just click Recover until this one dies, and then I bring in Talonflame and win. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm going to quite literally just click Recover until I die. Bruce? Okay, so he's clicking Bruce too. That's fine. Because of my analytic boost, I should actually do a fair amount to Kieran Black. Got +1. I should do around 47 to 56. Which is great. I also now take a Draco, so even if he clicks Draco, he's not going to do shit. I'm going to just click Return. At this point, I just click Return until this one dies. He's going for Roost here, so be it. I could care less. I should do, as I said, 47 to 56 is the rolls. So 2 hits guaranteed after Life Orb will kill him. So if he's going to try and stall at my return, so be it. I could care less. Yep. So he's either really fat or that was a low roll. I'm assuming he's probably really fat, though, to be honest. I'm going to go for another Curse here. Because 2 Dracos shouldn't kill me. Ice Beam. Okay, so that's fine. He's a 3 KO with Ice Beam, unless he's modest. Yep. Oh, are you fucking kidding? That's just salt in the wound. Salt in the wound. I know it's not going to matter for the endgame, but it's just annoying. Because it just hurts diff, I guess. Oh, that's so lame. That's so lame. Not a huge deal. It's really not a huge deal. Talonflame should still be able to pull through. Hell, Lottie should be able to pull through. In fact, actually, shit. If I don't thaw, that might actually fuck me over. That might actually super fuck me over. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Lottie does 58 to 69. Oh, that's so fucking ass. Because I don't think Lottie plus Talent kill. Yeah, Lottie plus Talent doesn't kill. Are you fucking kidding? No! I'm actually gonna fucking lose the game on that. I'm hoping I crit him with Lottie now, to be honest. Either that or I'm hoping he clicks, like, Roost for some reason here. To try and, like, mitigate how much he has to take. But I'm hoping I crit him with Lottie. Because he can't out-Roost Lottie. Ice Beam might not kill, to be fair. Well, actually, no, he's definitely... Well, he's not invested. He's not invested especially, actually. With how little that's been doing, he's not invested. But that's so fucking ass. Oh my god. Oh, that's so fucking ass. Okay, well. We're gonna go into Lottie here. He actually does kill us. I forgot. We have Chip. So he guaranteed kills us. Oh, that's so fucking ass. Oh, we're gonna click Dragon Claw. Actually, if he raw attacks here, to be fair, he's in range of Talon Flame. So actually, this might not matter unless he's HP Rock. Okay, so he's gonna go for Ice Beam here. That's fine, and that should kill. Okay. Oh, that's so fucking ass. So Talon Flame should kill the Flamethrower here. I kind of need to go for the Talon Flame Flamethrower here because I need to have the priority for Lop. Okay. So we're gonna go for Flamethrower here. And we're gonna really hope that this kills. Beautiful. Okay, so that at least kills. Thank God. Alright. Alright, so basically, if he crept me, I think he's gonna click Fake Out here, guaranteed. So if he crept me, we lose the game. If he didn't creep me, we win the game. Oh, he didn't. He didn't even click it. Okay, so we win the game with Talon Flame. Thank fuck, I got bailed out. That freeze really hurt for Diff, but I mean, I'll take a 1-0 win against John. I'm his first win. I'm his first loss, so I'll definitely take that. So yeah, good game to John, though. It was a fun game. P2 freeze obviously sucked, but I mean, it seems like it didn't really change the outcome other than Diff. I don't know if John has anything he wants me to link. I know John stopped uploading, but if he does want, I'll probably link his Twitter at least down below. Make sure to check him out on Twitter. John's a great guy. If you guys enjoy, leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in week 4. Peace out, guys.